Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me for my review of the 2018 film Death Wish, directed by Eli Roth and starring Bruce Willis. So, I went into this film thinking it looked interesting enough. I never saw the original film in the 70s, so I'm not sure exactly everything that was changed or that's the same in this movie. And, I really didn't have a positive or negative opinion about this movie going into it. I have to say it was an average movie in my opinion. It was one of those movies that was somewhat entertaining and watchable, but I definitely didn't leave the theater thinking I saw anything great or anything, but it wasn't a painful experience either. Overall, this movie, usually I talk about the positives and negatives in a movie, but I felt like a lot of things in this movie were kind of in the middle. Now, I will say the acting was surprisingly really good. I thought Bruce Willis did a good job, and the whole cast was solid in this movie. But a lot of other things were just kind of average to me. Like the supporting characters were okay. We didn't learn too much about them. They could have been fleshed out better, but I thought they supported the movie fine. They fit into the movie well. The action scenes were decent, not great, not terrible. They were okay. The pacing was pretty good. Again, not great, but not terrible. It was just okay. The tension in some scenes I thought was really good. There were other times I thought it could have been better. You probably see where I'm going with this. Now, this is a fairly violent film, which I expected, but I will say it's not over-the-top violence like in some Eli Roth movies I saw. I thought they did a good job there. And one thing I will credit the movie for is that I thought some of the dramatic scenes actually worked pretty well. I did somewhat care about what was going to happen to the characters by the end of the film, so I thought that part of the movie worked. Now, some things that didn't work all that great. This movie does try and have a lot of humor in it. And some of the dialogue, there's some one-liners in this movie that are really bad. I didn't think they were funny at all. They don't ruin the film, but I don't think they get the intended effect. I just didn't think they were very funny. And that kind of causes the tone of this movie to be all over the place. It kind of shifts between like comedy, drama, and action thriller, and I thought that the action and the drama worked a lot better than the comedy, but the whole tone is just kind of all over the place. Part of that is also because this movie does kind of like try to interject some social commentary, it seems like. And there's nothing wrong with good social commentary in a film, but I didn't think this was done particularly well. Again, it doesn't kill the film, but I just left myself asking, why is it there? It doesn't really go anywhere or pertain that much to the plot. It just felt kind of shoved into the movie. I'm not sure what they were going for there. And this is also one of those movies that has a few plot conveniences that I guess some might find acceptable, but I definitely thought they stretched credibility, even if they were somewhat possible. But overall, my thoughts on Death Wish are that it was a somewhat entertaining one-time watch, but not an essential film. But it was pleasant enough, and I'm going to give Death Wish a 2.5 out of 5. If you've seen the original film, or you just, kind of like these types of action thrillers, then you might enjoy this film. Otherwise, it's definitely not an essential movie. So 2.5 out of 5 for Death Wish. And as always, thank you very much for watching.